The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hi everyone!
What's up, bro?
I don't think I've done like a general introduction yet as to who I am, so I thought I would do that now.
I can't stand stupidity. If you're gonna say stupid shit.
Hi, my name is Bunny and I use bun pronouns.
What is your problem, man?
I am a gender fluid, trans, femme, pan-romantic, great ace, white passing Japanese person.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 23 hundo and schneided dose of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 flexing on all you
fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, fam? How are we doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to 23 9 dose. It is hump day. It's Wednesday, and we have a great show. It's going to get pretty intense, methinks, as it always does. So drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Make sure you check all the links down below for swolenormousx.com. Join the fam today. Now is the time to join the fam because we have some awesome specials going on. You could join now over there at swolenormousx.com/BSW. That's Black Swole Week. We're starting a little bit early this week. We are really pumping that out there because it's fuck your resolution season. It's time to jump on that shit now. So make sure you check out all those specials and join the fam today. So, Beaches, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. Let's get a little Tainty Man in there. Let's see what we got going on here. The Tainty Man. And we also have the church perch. Very nice. Everyone is sleeping. Everyone is nice and snuggled up in their beds. They went to the fucking gym. Did you go to the fucking gym? That being said, let's get into today's Mancast. Let's bust this nut open, fam. Wise. Falcon. Let's fucking go. Hashtag butt my thyroid for a chance to win today's Swole card. You know, it wouldn't have been a different Swole card today, but my thyroid. But my thyroid. It would have been a dick draft card, but my thyroid. It's my thyroid. My thyroid's acting up again. It's my thyroid, fam. It's my thyroid. It's getting out of control now, my thyroid. It's interrupting all our sick fucking gains. All right. Hashtag but my thyroid, the motherfucking BMT. Now let's get into that tip. I'm excited. We got a show for you today. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Get it in there. All right, let's get into the first releases. Let me see what we got here. Oh, why is that double? Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Let me see here. Preview. Oh, I must have opened those things at the same time. All right, we're going to chill for a second. Let me get that up. Boom, 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 boom. We have the P3S5 is dropping. I want to get that logo up. So a week from, what's today? Tomorrow. A week from this Friday. We have P3S5 dropping. So make sure you are marking your calendars for 24 hours only. You can pick up your P3S5 over there at swolenormousx.com/signature. Available for 24 hours only on 12/1. No, that's next Thursday. No, next Thursday. Next Thursday. So a week from tomorrow, not Friday, a week from tomorrow, the day of episode 2400. So P3S5 available for 24 hours only. Mark your calendars. It's going down. It's going to be very exciting. All right, let's get into the first Swole Fam post.
What's in the box?
All right, Amy in the house. Amy writes, hello fam, I found Papa on TikTok and on my 39th birthday, today I joined the Swole Fam. I was born with a birth defect of my eye and dealt with asthma the last 20 years. I've had serious self-confidence issues in the past. I am a mom of 2 girls under 10 and recently found out 2 weeks ago that we are expecting another one. I have been terrified of getting pregnant again due to excessive weight gain with the first 2, 70 pounds and 60 pounds. Good gracious. And preeclampsia with the last one so severe I was put on meds and bed rest at 30 weeks and had an emergency cesarean at 36 weeks. A year ago, I started lifting heavy and working on eating better and have seen amazing changes. Now more than ever, I'm obsessed with maintaining a healthy pregnancy so I have the best chance at a safe birth and recovery from this newest child. I look forward to being part of the fam and getting to know you guys. Welcome to the fam, Amy. You're like DJ Khaled over there. Another one. Welcome to the fam, Amy. Super stoked to hear about your progress and glad you're taking care of yourself this time around. Yeah, I'm curious. There's definitely no need to gain 60 or 70 pounds. The nutrition's got to get more on point, right? The nutrition's got to get on point. You shouldn't be gaining that much during a pregnancy, that's for sure. But now that you're part of the fam, you're going to learn how to eat better. Getting in that grass-fed beef, those organ meats, very important for a healthy pregnancy for sure. So stoked to hear more about your journey and to guide you along the way. And we have a lot of mothers in the Swole fam, so welcome. All right, we got a post here from B-Rad. Of course, his name is Brad. Hey everyone, my name's Brad. Been listening to the Daily Swole since episode 1999. Let's fucking go. So you were there just in time for Swole 2K. Just joined the Swole fam today. It took you over a year. Just join the Swole fam today because it's time to make a change. I graduated high school in 2011 at 200 pounds, and since then I have put on 99 pounds and got to an all-time high of 299 pounds at 6 feet tall. It was no bueno. I am currently 275 pounds and 29 years old, but I feel like I'm 60. All I do is eat fast food and other garbage marketed as, quote, healthy. I joined the Swole fam a few months ago for a month and then quit. All right. This time will be different. I can't remember how Papa worded it, but it was something like you don't have to start over and over if you don't quit. That's right. I say you never have to start again if you don't stop. So if you don't quit, then you never have to start again. All I have done is procrastinate and plan my health journey, but never took action. Enough of that shit. I'm getting started now. And to be honest, I look forward to being a part of this group so we can pick each other up if we mess up or get discouraged. I've seen some unreal transformations on the Daily Swole. I'm so excited for the day I submit my before and after pick, because whenever that happens on the live podcast, it's just so epic. Anyway, sorry for the long intro. I look forward to improving myself and seeing everyone else kick some ass too. Never apologize for a long intro. We need the long intro. This is why when you sign up, and if you're in the US and Canada and I send you a Swole text, I'm like, join the private groups, introduce yourself. It's so much better. I mean, I like any intro is great, but if you come in and you're like, hey, my name's Brad, happy to be here. It's like, okay, like we're stoked. Like we're stoked that you join us. But if we don't have context and we don't really know much about you, we can't really help you. We can't. And it's not just for us. It's not just for us. When you join the Swole fam, and if you haven't, or if you've introduced yourself in the past and you realize, I didn't really tell people enough about myself, then maybe you can go back and redo it. You can be like, hey, I joined a couple months ago. I introduced myself, but I wanted to tell a little bit more about my story. The reason why that's important, it's important for you. So this is important for Brad. So Brad is holding himself accountable and kind of laying it all out there, but it's not just for the Swole fam, it's for himself. So Brad's like calling himself out. He's like, I joined and I quit. Like I'm fucking fat as shit. I feel like I'm 60. He's reinforcing the reasons, his why, his purpose, the reason why he joined. So it's just as important for you as it is for all of us to be like, hey, we know who you are. And someone else can jump in and say like, hey, I was in your position and now I lost 50 pounds. I'm feeling great, better than ever. Just keep your head down, keep going, and you're going to do great. And then Brad's gonna be like, yeah, fuck yeah. You're going to relate to people. He's going to, by breaking it down, by Brad breaking it down, everyone else is going to be able to associate with Brad. All right. You're going to see yourself, your reflection. I remember when I first joined, I was in Brad's position. So you're able to drop your comments and some more contextual responses. So definitely make sure that you are introducing yourself. Good to have you, Brad. Super stoked. Yeah, the Telegram chats are great. I mean, all the places you introduce, I mean, most of the actions in the Telegram chat, because it's just the easiest to communicate. But of course, we have a lot of awesome posts. The cool thing about the discussion boards and the Facebook group, for example, that's great because you can have a conversation. Obviously, it's a free-flowing chat in the Telegram, but when you go into the, when you're in the Facebook group, you actually have a post. It sits there, and then you can get, you can get context. You can see posts, and you can track it, and you can go back to it. Telegram chat, you have to scroll and stuff like that. But for like back and forth and free-flowing conversation, the Telegram chat's for sure superior. But it's great when you introduce yourself to put it somewhere like the Facebook group or the discussion boards. That way it's like, boom, here's the post. And then, it's kind of like you're planting your flag. You know what I mean? All right. We have, I don't know why this is here. Clifton, bittersweet here, but how does one cancel? Papa Swole has gotten me started on better health, but I'm at a point where I want to try doing this on my own and see where that takes me. Let me know, fam. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. You want to try doing this on your own. My recommendation is don't do that. A lot of times people think that they know it all and they can just do it on your own. Clifton, I would remind you, why did you join the Swole fam? Why did you join the Swole fam? So you're going back to that place. I got you started on better health, but I'm at a point where I want to try doing this on your own. That's why you joined in the first place. Just saying. That's why you joined in the first place. So I don't know what kind of membership you had, Clifton. I'm not really sure what your thought process is behind that, but you can do whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. The reason why, just think about that. Anyone that's a member, if you think about leaving, it's like, okay, you're free. I mean, if you don't want to be here, then we don't want you to be here. But at the same time, why did you join to begin with? You got started on better health. And I will tell you, as being Papa Swole, as being the host of the Daily Swole, the creator of the Swole fam and Swolenormous X, I am learning more every single day by doing this. And I created the fucking shit. So keep that in mind. Getting started that's just the beginning. So hopefully, I mean, all right. You know what I'm saying? All right. Just saying. Antoinette. All right. I appreciate that. From the discuss, and I'm not reading that to be like, to fluff our pillows, but it's like, you have to remember, it's very, and this happens a lot of times. You start making progress, you start feeling better. Oh, I could do this on my own. I could do it. And then you go back on your own, and then, and then you go back to where you were. Like, why would you want to do that? You started on your better health. It's like, Papa Swole got me started on better health. Cool. Like, it's great to get started, but the whole point is consistency. The whole point is keeping it going. And not just like, hey, I started eating healthier for a little bit. All right, let me do it on my own. Okay. All right. We will be seeing Clifton again soon. Best wishes. Best wishes. Look, I'm not sitting here like, if you don't join us, you suck. It's just, why did you join? Why, when you're seeing progress and you're moving forward and you're getting going, why leave right after? People don't understand, like, are you looking at your bank account and you're like, oh, I'm spending money? You're not thinking about it properly. You're not investing. Anytime I buy food, weightlifting equipment, anything, it's an investment. You have to understand, you're not taught about how to invest in society, because if you know how to invest, then you can actually move up in the world. And, you know, the system that we're in, they don't want you to move up. People that are in power want to stay in power. But investing is what pays you long term. Like, you putting in effort now, you're making sacrifice or investing money in now so you have more in the future. That's the whole idea of investing. I'm taking care of my health now so I don't have to need someone to wipe my ass in the future kind of thing. Antoinette, let's see. I'm Antoinette. I'm new. I'm stronger with all of you. I respectfully disagree with Clifton. Why, thank you, Antoinette. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Grizzly, I've had thoughts about leaving too, but the support from the fam keeps me here. Grizzly?
Matt Damon.
You get those whorish thoughts out of your fucking head. Thought about leaving. How dare you? I got a soundboard for that.
How dare you?
No, it's all good. It's all good. Well, this is why we have different memberships too, for anyone that might not be a member. We have standard memberships so you can keep the community. Sometimes people are like, all right, I'm good with the training and I don't want the 300 yoga classes and I don't want the programs and the Swole. I don't want all that extra content. Okay, so be it. You get your community. So you can adjust your memberships too. I do understand if you lose your job or something happens, maybe unlimited isn't something that you can stay consistent with, but you can go to a standard membership and that's less than $10 a month. So there's different options. But anyway, the bottom line is, you know, we have different things for different people and you're open to make your own choices. You're welcome to be here. You're also welcome not to be here. And we want people that are part of the community, that are focused, that are ready to crush it, that are looking to improve themselves and support one another. And if you don't want to be a part of that, then we don't want you to be a part of it. But if you want to be a part of it, we want you to be a part of it. It's that simple. So best wishes. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Matt, everything is easier with a support group, and there's no better support group than the Swole fam. # but my thyroid. Cheers. Shane, read a couple responses for that because we have mostly Swole fam members watching. I went back on my own and I am worse off than when I started with the fam. Time to become the healthiest I can be. I need health over strength and size. Don't we all? Don't we all? Ooh, Amy rules the world. This is from Amy. We just read her post. Had a phone call, so I'm behind in the chat. Thanks for reading my post. I'm Amy, 39 years old with another kid on the way. I ate whatever I wanted with the first kids, and that's why I blew up like a balloon. Well, thank you for following up with that. And of course, I didn't mean that as like a negative. That's why you're here. Yeah, I mean, if you're gaining 60 or 70 pounds with a child, I mean, you're eating whatever you wanted. I mean, a kid comes out, what's the average? Like 7 pounds, something like that? Like, you don't need to gain 60, right? Like a healthy price, like 20, 25 pounds. Like you put on some extra fat and some other stuff. But yeah, now you're doing it right. And I love this. I am eating well this time around, focusing on eggs, grass-fed beef, fruit, etc. Oh, get those organ meats in. Round of applause. Good for you, Amy. I'm stoked. I'm glad to hear it. Good for you. Your kid's going to come out. Your kid's going to come out like this. Going to come out. It's going to come out in the fucking front double bicep. All right. Let's see. Grizzly, it's been 1 year since I found you and became a member, so I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. My man. Hope to keep you around forever. Forever. Giovanni, joining the Swole fam is definitely one of the best investments I've ever done. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let's, ooh, Talia, watching while on the bike at the gym. Let's fucking go. Yow. Get on that bike. Keep pedaling. Faster. Mush. All right, we'll take some questions in a second, but we got a couple more Swole fan posts. We got 2 more Swole fan posts. They're short and sweet. We got one from actually Mark himself. First one from Jen. We got a new member. Hey, I'm Jen. Hey, all, I'm Jen. It just keeps on zooming in sometimes. Hey all, I'm Jen, like some or most joined because TikTok made me. Look at what I have created. See, yelling at people works. Gets people to make changes. I'm still figuring out the programs and such, not quite sure on my goals at the moment, but definitely needed some assistance and guidance. Looking forward to this journey. Welcome, Jen. I will say that the goals aren't, this is why, Jen, if you're listening to this, I hope you are, follow the 7 pillars. You do not need goals in that sense. Here's the difference. We talked about this with Pedro during the accountability meeting, and I talked about it with Raising the Floor on the Swolenormous audio experience. Those are your goals, all right? These are your goals right here. Right over here, the 7 pillars. Download, free download. Of course, if you're a member, it's still free download over there on Swolenormous X. Those are your goals every day. These are your goals. It gives you purpose. It gives you a reason. It gives you a target every day. You're focusing on your community. You're focusing on your nutrition. You're focusing on your training, your recovery, your mobility, your mindfulness, and you're doing it every day. Those are your goals every day. You're going to make progress towards your health. You're going to make progress with your proper habits. You're going to make progress. Then if you're like, I want to put on some muscle, more muscle, then cool. Then you can tweak and adjust your nutrition and your training accordingly. But you need to be focusing on the 7 pillars. Those are your goals every day. Like, what are your long-term goals? Your long-term goal is to crush the 7 pillars every day. That's your goal. That's your goal. When people think about goals, they think, should I gain weight? Should I build muscle? That's really the least important thing. It really is the least important thing. You're going to lose extra body fat and you're going to build muscle just by following the 7 pillars. You're going to lose the inflammation. You're going to be sleeping better. You're going to be taking care of you're going to lose fat and build muscle. If you're lifting weights and you're eating properly, in some capacity, you're going to build muscle. Of course, depending on your training protocol, you'll build more muscle than others, but you'll get rid of extra body fat from inflammation, from estrogenic foods and things in your environment that you're getting rid of. You're going to make progress. You're going to build muscle and burn fat just by following on the 7 pillars. And then if you want more, then you can adjust accordingly. But those are your goals, Jen. Follow the 7 pillars and hit those every day. Every day you have a goal and you're going to make progress and you can adjust and adapt long term. All right, let's get a little tainty man. Let's get a little tainty man. Aww. Tainty boy. Let's get a little church perch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at the cute. Look at the cute. She's so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Such a cutie pie. All right, hashtag but my thyroid for a chance to win today's Swole card. They are dreaming of beef, indeed. Last Swole fan post, and we'll get into some questions. Hold on a second. I felt good.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Ugh. All right, Mark, morning Swole fam. Officially been a week since I started at the new gym, and I'm loving it. I wanted to share this wall that the owner put up. I love reading it every morning because it gives me not just a little laugh, but a reason to keep on pushing it. My favorite one is lift. Happy lifting, fam. So if you're just listening, there's 8 little pictures. They're just words, but it says squat because no one raps about little butts. Lunge because you know thick thighs save lives. Jump because it will make your heart happy. Crunch because you will feel better, I promise. Lift because you might need to fight a bear one day. Run just in case the zombie apocalypse does happen. Spin so you can sweat out all the crazy. Rest so you can come back stronger tomorrow. All right. Nothing like it. It's like having the 7 pillars on the wall. Having these little affirmations and things like that are excellent. Good. Sounds like you have a nice little new spot there. Fantastic. Good shit. Good shit. Right mindset. Right mindset. Good stuff. Haven't caught a live in a while. Who's the new sweet fur baby? Well, they're not new. They're 5 days apart. Their birthdays are coming up in December. This is Rufus, Tainty Boy Reeves. He's the Tainty Man. And this is Pinkston Churchill. So this is the church perch. This is the church perch. And this is Churchley. Hello, Churchy. So they're almost a year old. She's 11 months. And she's awesome. She's super cute. And she's super snuggled. We just got the brand new cam. Just got the brand new cam up there so you can see. All right, let's take some questions. Drop in the comments down below if you have a question. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Let's see here. Let's Let's take this one. Amy rules the world from Amy. Pampa Swole, I'm also excited for the prenatal yoga content in the library. Oops, disappeared. How many days a week do you recommend, or just whatever feels right? I would just start with doing a class. You know, if you're the prenatal yoga, these types of yoga classes are not to get you sore. They're not going to like fuck your world up. We have other yoga classes and other sections that will do that. So for the prenatal yoga, I would just recommend starting with one of the classes and seeing how you feel. You might be able to do it every day soon. And like, if it's not that intense, depending on what class you do, and they're just directed towards, you know, your individual situation, you know, someone who's looking to give birth. So I would just start with doing one class, seeing how you feel the next day. And if you feel good, you can even repeat the same class. And that's what I would probably recommend, is either doing it every other day to start, or if you do it and you feel fine, it's like, oh, that was a nice, gentle, relaxing flow. You might just want to do the same thing the next day, because then you know what to expect and you know it wasn't too much for you, or you just wait another day. But I would just see how you feel. And if there's any move or anything that feels uncomfortable, like, oh my God, I can't do that, or, oh, that's going to be too much, that's not the type of class where you'll come across that. But if that is the case for whatever reason, then just skip that move or adjust and adapt. But that's the reason why those classes are there. As always with anything, it's at your own risk. So just as long as you're medically cleared for that type of yoga, you'll be fine. We've never had any issues. So enjoy. You know, that type of stuff like yin yoga, you could do yin yoga every day. You could do that kind of stuff every single day. But like with anything, when it comes to that type of like restorative or repair flow or whatever it is, it's great to repeat the class too. And if you have a class or something like a yoga class that really hits you in a certain way and really opens some stuff up, practice that one again. You could do the same flow over and over again, because not only is it working for you for whatever reason, maybe it's really hitting a sticking point area that you're been trying to work on, but it also, once you know what to expect, you can master the movements and master the flow. So if there's like a class that you do that was a really, there's a challenging transition, then copy it. Do the class again. Focus on that class, master that class, then move on to another class. Let's see. Grizzly, how much does Rufus weigh now? He's like 85 to 90 pounds. He's between 85 and 90. He's a tainty man. But he's much more mature. He's moving with coordination. He's able to run around in the yard and pivot and like break. So for a while he couldn't slow down because of his joints. So he would run kind of sideways and he would have to like slow down, or he would just like fall and flop. He couldn't actually slow down. So he would run to me, he would sprint to me and then slide. It was so funny. He would sprint from across the yard and then like he was sliding into second base, and he would slide for like 4 or 5 feet because he couldn't stop. He would just lay down and slide. It was fucking hilarious. But now he can actually pivot. So his joints I'm not sure where else he's going to grow, because he still probably has like another year of growth, but like slow growth and development. I think it's going to be his legs. His legs are kind of like they look a little bit on the skinny side, and he still has a lot of extra skin, and he's not fat. Like he has a lot of extra skin around you can pull more off, and it's like, Jesus Christ, is he really going to fill all that out? So I don't know. I think it's pretty, if he's like 85 to 90 now and he's 11 months, it's pretty safe to say he'll probably be around 100. Yeah, probably give or take. J Gringo. The Gringo. Papa Swole, is it normal for my lower back to always pop when doing single leg over stretches? Single leg over stretches. What is that? What does that mean? Or should I change something up? Love you, Papa. Love you too. I don't know what you mean. Single leg over stretches. But I will say, it is normal. Everyone's different, but there's going to be certain stretches that you do. And some of you do this, like when you dead hang, you'll always feel a pop in the same place, or you'll kind of do a twist and it's like pop, pop, pop. And everyone will find a certain stretch that will like kind of crack your back or pop something a certain way, or you feel something like release every single time you do. You know, your body will adapt. Everyone's different. Everyone's joint lengths are different, and gaps between their vertebrae, and everyone's going to have that kind of pattern where like you do a certain stretch and your back will crack in a certain manner. Again, like I normally say, Everyone's different, but usually no pain, no problem. So my back cracks and pops. There's nothing bad about cracking your back or having a crack. There's nothing bad about that at all. It's actually a good thing. I mean, if it pops like, oh, and then you have pain and you can't walk for a couple hours, like, that's not good. That's not good. You don't want to do that.
Matt Damon.
You want to do that? Thalia, I usually try to start my workout with dynamic stretching, and after my workout, I do static stretching. Does that sound reasonable? I can only go to the gym 3 times a week, so on the other days I do yoga. Yeah, you should do dynamic stretching before. After your workout, static stretching, I don't know if that's really required right after, but practicing like what you're doing after a workout. Like for me, I don't do static stretching immediately following a workout. Just because sometimes like if the muscles are really tight and, you know, activated, doing static stretching might just add like a little extra tension to it. It might not really be as effective, but it sounds like you're practicing enough mobility. So if that feels good for you, that's totally fine. The dynamic stretching before is what's important. Before your actual strength training, it should be dynamic stretching. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm doing static stretching, because then you're actually inhibiting the muscle and deactivating it. And it doesn't mean that you're going to notice night and day differences, but you should be mobile. You should be practicing mobility. You should be warming up like your dynamic stretching, but you should be practicing mobility. You should be practicing yoga. You should be practicing all these other things so you have general joint mobility from those other types of training protocols. And then before your workout, you're just activating and turning on your sympathetic nervous system and getting your body ready to, lift heavier weights. So that sounds fine. If that works for you, that's totally fine, because you're doing the yoga on the other days and you're getting your mobility and you're, doing a lot more active recovery. So sounds good to me. Let's see here. Jay, when I'm lying on my back and twist one leg at a time over there, like, oh yeah, for sure. Like that lying twist. Yeah, that's normal to get pops for sure. Indeed. Tyler, if you didn't move to Florida, what state would you be in? A different one.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
What state would I be in? I don't know. Maybe Costa Rica or something. I mean, at this point, knowing that I need the heat, I don't know if I'd want to be in Arizona. I don't know if I'd want to be in that kind of dry heat. Texas gets a lot colder. I don't know. The reason why is like when you say that, that's the reason why I moved to Florida, because I want to be here. So it's like, if I didn't move to Florida, what state would I be in? Like, I wouldn't. I moved to Florida. I know what you're asking, but it's like, no, that's why I'm here. So I couldn't tell you. If I wasn't allowed, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to, at this point, I don't know if I could be anywhere else. And there's other places like, oh, I could live in the mountains. I can get a ranch somewhere in this. Yeah, but it's cold as fuck. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. Everyone here laughs when it's like 70 degrees and I'm fucking freezing. And it's like, oh my God, the apocalypse is coming, because it's not like the low 90s. Let's see the weather today. Oof. Fucking cold. 82 degrees. It's chilly. Winter's coming. But it's going to be, oh my God, Monday, it's a low of 68. Oh my God, I'm going to freeze my nips off. No, it's going to be low 80s all week, low mid 80s. My God. Good God, man. Yeah, Maui, Hawaii. I don't know what the weather is like all year round in Hawaii. It's got to be pretty similar, right? But then things are a lot more expensive. You're on an island. You're, on a volcano and shit. I don't know. Yeah, that's a decent option in terms of like weather. Yeah, maybe Hawaii, I guess. Yeah, probably. That's so far away from everything though, which is kind of good too in that sense. All right, let's see. Brad Miller, cherries in the comments. First live question as a member, Beaches. Let's fucking go. Everyone say, what's up? It's Brad. We just introduced Brad. Welcome, Brad. All right, question. I want to buy 2 kettlebells, 2 mace, and 2 clubs at different weights. My God. What weights would you suggest? Thanks, Papa. Okay, Brad, do you have experience exercising? Like, have you lifted before, or are you brand new? Like, do you lift weights at all? It's not going to matter too much from what I'm going to recommend. I don't know. I have your post over here. Let me just look quickly if you're not answering. Brad, all right, so yeah, that's right. This is a long post. Let's see. Put on 90 pounds, 99 pounds. Okay. So it depends. I mean, I don't know if you've been training at all a little bit, lifting weights. So 2 kettlebells, I would recommend either I'm trying to think of the kilograms, probably a 35 pound, like a 16 kilogram and a 24 kilogram. Brad says, I haven't truly worked out in like 10 years. So maybe instead of a 35, maybe a 26 pound kettlebell. What is that? 12 and a half kilos. It depends on, where you're getting the kettlebells from. So you might want to go with something a little bit lighter. So 26 to a 35 pound kettlebell, and then maybe like a 44 or a 53, because you want to go a little bit heavier when you're doing like 2-arm kettlebell swings. You're going to progress pretty quickly. But then you could also do like 1-arm kettlebell swings with a 35 or the 26 when you get more up to it. So those would be my recommendation. If you're going to get 2 kettlebells, I would get them staggered like that. The standards are pretty much a 35 pound kettlebell and a 53. So the 53, when you start, will only be used for like squats. You're going to be probably using that for like 2-handed kettlebell swings, which is great. The 35 might be a little heavy, depending. So you might want to go anywhere 26 to 35. My recommendations for a man. 2 maces, I would recommend starting with like a 10-pound mace, a 10 or a 13, depending on where you get it from. But a 10-pound mace is good. And honestly, you might want to start with 10 and a 15. Just because I think jumping up like to a 20, like you're going to want to move up. You can also get an adjustable mace. You can get one mace. For example, you can get, let's say the Kabuki shoulder rock, and you can load up plates onto it. So you can have an adjustable mace. Essentially, you're going to pay more for it up front. So it depends on what kind of price range you're looking for or what your budget is. So there's different ways you can go about the mace situation. But I would recommend everyone pretty much starting off with a 10. If you have a lot of experience lifting, you might be able to get away with doing like a 13 or a 15. But the first mace I got was a 20 and it was too heavy. So 10 to 15 to start, and then get the next 5 pounds up. And let's see. And 2 clubs. So steel clubs, I would recommend getting a 5-pound club, a 5-pound club, and a 10-pound club. And you're going to be using the 5-pound club for quite some time. Do not go to the 10-pound club for a bit. So that would be my recommendations. Those would be my recommendations. If you're getting a steel club, 5-pound club, you can start really light. You can get a lighter one. You can get a 2 or 3 or 4-pound club, but it might just be too light. 5 pounds really, for a steel club, when you start getting into like wood clubs, a 5-pound club actually is a lot longer, so you have more torque. But with a steel club, because it's made out of steel, it's a lot shorter. So the torque isn't that much, so it's not as taxing. But you want to do, Brenda, start light, 2 pounds. My friend is a big guy and he bought 5-pound clubs. He can't swing them. Yeah, like I said, you can start, depends on how your strength is. And they're not expensive. Like the worst case scenario is you buy the 2-pound clubs or 3-pound clubs, and then you're like, all right, this is too light, and you can go the 5-pound. So hopefully you're just starting off with that. So the most important thing is it's better to start off with the clubs and the maces. It's better to start off too light than too heavy. Because I still use a 10-pound mace all the time. But I grab that and I do like 1-arm mace swings. And I kind of use it for mobility and for like 1-arm swinging and like mace flow. So that's why I still use a 10-pound club, but like, that's just like my coats of paint. I don't use it for like hardcore training. I have maces that go up to like 70 something pounds. So I have tons of maces. So just to get started off. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's get a call. Let's take a couple calls. This one's from Malachar. You're on the Sleazecast.
Hello. I would like to ask, how long should you work out at the gym? Because I usually work out for sometimes 2 hours max, but the instructor stated that you should only work 1 hour, because after an hour it start burning muscles. Is that correct?
No, it's not correct. I love that. After an hour, you're burning muscles. Well, I am proof that that's not true. So it depends. It depends. The length has nothing to do with anything. Listen up, everyone. The length is irrelevant. It's how much volume you're doing. It's what your experience is. It's what you're doing in that time frame. For example, if you're a power lifter and you're doing 5-10 minutes between sets, it's going to be a long session because your approach and what you're doing is different. So does 2 hours include your warm up and your cool down? Like when you walk through the doors, okay, I'm going for 2 hours, and you leave your house at 8 in the morning and you get back at 10. Well, you're driving to the gym, you're driving back, you're warming up, you're going to a locker room. So how are you conceptualizing 2 hours? You know, when you say 2 hours, what does that mean? Because a lot of people think like, hey, I go to the gym for 2 hours. They leave at 8 and then they get back at 10. Well, that's not training for 2 hours. They're warming up. So like, what are you including in that 2 hours? So it really depends on your rest periods, depends on your volume, depends on your experience. So if what's more important is, hey, I'm doing this. I'm doing all these things. This is my height. This is my weight. This is my experience. I'm doing these sets, these reps. I'm doing this, blah, blah. How can I improve? I'm not gaining muscle the way I would hope over the last couple months. And it's like, okay, why don't you do less volume here? Why don't you increase this? The time will be what the time is. So it's more about like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm getting. I want to improve this result and this outcome. Where can I improve things? Oh, you can go more intense. You don't need that many sets. You're probably doing junk volume, eat more food, get better sleep. That's what's more important. But the whole like under an hour, but I think a big reason for that stuff is when you tell someone, hey, you have to go to the gym for 2 hours. Oh my God, that's so much time. Most people don't fit in an hour. Most people don't even fit half an hour. Most people don't do anything. So it's better to say like, hey, just go to the gym 45, like to set that habit. And then in the future, as you get more adapted, like I love training. So I'm going to train, I'm going to do legs, and you know, I train inside and outside. So for me, it's not like I'm not trying to finish in half an hour because I have to leave the gym. I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to get sun. I'm going to be like taking my nice rest periods. I'm going to set up and do like some sled outside. The dogs are going to be out there. Then I'm going to come inside, brush off my feet. I'm going to set up a different exercise. I have a home gym, so I have to set things up in a different way. The bar isn't just always on the rack. I have to unload it and do so I don't time it like that, but I make sure that when I'm training, I'm being efficient and I'm doing what I need to do. The time is going to be what the time is. So if you have an hour to train, that's all you have, then you better make that hour and maximize that. And that's different. So if it's like, you have time to train, it's like, then train. But it doesn't mean that you might just be wasting your time and you don't need to train for 2 hours. You're not training hard enough. Most people train too long and do too much because they're not doing enough their intensity isn't sufficient for what they're doing. They're not training hard enough. So they end up doing more and more sets because they're just getting fatigued rather than actually increasing the intensity. So most people do too much volume and don't increase the intensity enough. Most people need to train harder and do less. All right. Let's move into some balls deep. Good. Actually, no, let's do one more audio. We'll do one more audio question. One more. This one's from Musa Ahmed. Musa. What a fucking name, the Moose.
Hey, Papa Swole, could you say you love Musa and Owen?
No.
Matt Damon.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's weird. If you said it, if it's like, hey, tell Musa to go to the fucking gym. No, I don't. I don't. Why would I say that? Why would I say that? Not going to do it. Let's go balls deep. Okay, that's enough.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep.
No, can you say no? No, I can't. I could, but I won't. All right, before we get into some balls deep content, let's get into some brand new. Look, fam, we have amazing releases over there at papaswolio.com. Come on, fucking go buy some shit. Go cover your nips with amazing merch. Musa, go buy some fucking merch over there at papaswolio.com and I'll consider it. All right, attacks on me, quite frankly, or attacks on fitness?
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, or attacks on fitness? All right, Santa has I'm gonna kill my voice. Santa has diabetes. We have fuck your peppermint mocha. These are the best merch in the game. Period, hands down, end of fucking story, exclamation point. Don't be fit phobic. And then in small letters, go to the fucking gym. Goddamn right. Don't be fit phobic. Get some fucking gains. Frosty the Swole Man. Check out the brand new The Ginger Swole Man. Epic. You're a Swole one, Mr. Grinch, the best merch in the game. We got He Swole and we got She Swole. New designs for the Swole pronouns. Offend people at your convenience and make it more obvious. I'm on Papa Swolio's naughty list. We also have Papa Swolio is my spirit animal. Santa Swolio is coming to town. We got the She Swole here, of course. Swole Alone image and logo shirts. Swoledolph, the red-nosed gain deer, and Happy Thanks Gaining. Holy shit designs. Holy fucking designs. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Oh my God, it's so incredible. The best merch in the game. The best merch in the game. Tainty Man, what you doing? What are you doing, Tainty Man? What are you doing? I caught you moving. This is from the Swole fam. They want me to scratch you. That was from the Swole fam. Why is everyone awake? What are you doing? Oh, you want belly rubs? Oh, look at her. Oh, she wants belly rubs. Oh. Aww. This is why she does the, I look over at her and then she just kind of like lifts her leg like, belly? You gonna rub my belly? You gonna rub my bellies? Oh, you're so cute. Look at your little spotted belly. Look at your little nips. Look at your nips. Okay. Who likes belly rubs? Okay, you're such a good girl. She's like, all right, no more. Let me lick my puss. All right. All right, back to sleep. Back to seeps. Let's get into the balls deep content. Let's see what we got. By the way, before we get into any, I have this, just the headline. I just pulled the headline. There's a brand new Red, White, and Swole episode if you want to go check this out. So just putting this out there. Covered this on Red, White, and Swole. There's a new episode up today. You can listen to this after. But this shooting at the Colorado Gate Club, horrible tragedy. Watch how they're going to, the left mainstream media, watch how they're going to manipulate this story. Because it just came out. I don't know if the lawyers, they're just saying this in order to get a lighter sentence. But the gay club shooter has been proclaimed as non-binary and uses they, them pronouns. Okay. Matt Damon. So Matt Damon, number one. But hopefully they still throw the book at him. It's going to have nothing. Look, you kill people. I don't care what you call yourself. But the left promotes this as, oh, if you're non-binary and you're they, them, then everyone has to get on their knees and be like, oh, okay. How are they going to spin this narrative now? It would have been, they were waiting to proclaim this guy a white supremacist or a MAGA, you know, whatever. But no, it's not gonna work out that way. So let's see how CNN and MSNBC try to spin that story and try to misdirect from that fact. Just watch and observe. I guarantee when you have all these like Republican or conservative commentators are going to say like, you know, about this stuff. They're gonna be like, they're going to call them, you know, homophobes. They're just going to call them meanies. They're going to call them meanies. It's either going to disappear or they're going to project the hatred that like conservatives are demeaning non-binary. They're just going to try to promote it like that. Everyone else is mean. Like, this guy killed people. Anyway, now they're not going to mention it. I wasn't a white supremacist. Damn. Now we can't cover the story. All right. A tragedy nonetheless, but unfortunately now it's going to get little to no reach, or it's going to get misdirected. But hey, it's his truth. It's his lived experience. All right, let's see what we got here. Gross, and horrifying. All right, let's do this one. This is called a little bit of tummy. A little bit of tummy.
That's a huge bitch.
A little bit of tummy. It says so it's a stitch. So the video is going to change right after the initial portion. This is, let's see here. It says, when you're with a guy and he says to you, it's okay, I don't mind girls with a little bit of a tummy. And then it says, and suddenly you're 11 years old watching all the other girls play carelessly in their bikinis at the pool party while you're sitting in your tankini wrapped in a towel eating pizza. What? That's text on the screen. I don't know. Like, I'm going to pause it for a second. Okay, just look at this. I'm just going to leave it up there for people that are watching the show. If you're just listening, you can watch on YouTube. All the links are in the show notes. Like, if you want to watch the show, watch it on the Daily Swole channel on YouTube. Best place to watch it. What is this? What's going on here? It's okay, I don't mind girls with a little bit of a tummy, and suddenly you're 11 years old? What? How does that happen? Suddenly you're 11 years old watching all the other girls play carelessly in their bikinis at the pool party while you're sitting in your tankini wrapped in a towel eating pizza. Holy shit, someone needs some therapy. Talk about unpacked baggage. Good luck to anyone that has to deal with that. But let's play the video and let's hear where the stitch is coming from. Here we go. Puts a lotion
Men
on skin.
have no idea what a little bit of tummy is. They have no freaking idea.
Oh my God, it's one of those statues from Easter Island. Holy shit.
Matt Damon.
Hey, you guys. Oh, John Fetterman is now trans. Okay, get it? Get it? Okay, hold on. All right, okay.
We choose truth over facts.
All right, here we go.
Okay, and honestly, I gotta say, I blame porn. There is a standard size of woman in the entertainment industry and in porn, and anything outside of that standard is bigger, chubbier, BBW, whatever. And
yeah, it's called a fetish. It's called a fetish. Oh. You know why they call them BBWs? Because they're BBWs. Capital B's. Capital B.
There are so many levels of outside that standard, but men view women in two categories, either in the standard or outside the standard.
You're generalizing and you're speaking for other people, so we don't partake with your insanity. So keep rambling.
And sometimes way outside the standard is a separate category. So it's so weird because they literally separate women into the skinny standard, acceptably fat, and unacceptably fat.
What are you talking about? What the fuck?
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Yeah, women don't judge, by the way. If you didn't know, women never judge people. Women don't judge men. Women never talk about men. Women never categorize men or, women don't judge men at all. I was today years old when I realized women never judge anyone. Sweetheart, you do realize that women judge women more than men judge women. But let's continue.
And that's like how they conceive of their sexual preferences. My source is reading a lot of Reddit threads about what body types people prefer.
That's probably true. Whatever. Okay, that was stupid. Matt Damon for you.
Matt Damon.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Stupid is as stupid does, Johnny. Stupid as stupid does.
All right, then leave.
Wow. Man, let me just say, she's going to have to pay someone $150 an hour to fix whatever the fuck is broken upstairs. Let's do this one. Horrifying and more horrifying. Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do Fam, which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do a pronoun video or do you want to do a regular people? I'm not going to say what the pronouns are. There's pronouns and there's regular people. 2 titles, pronouns and regular people. Dun, 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 dun. What stupid shit do you want to listen to next? Boom, boom. Brad, as a truck driver, this is my first time watching. I've only ever listened while driving, but now I know what Papa means by watching these Chundergunch videos. It's painful to the eye holes. Indeed. Indeed. Exceptionally painful. Exceptionally painful. Yeah.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
The Daily Swole is a hard watch. It's a hard watch. It's definitely, I mean, audio is recommended. Watching the Daily Swole is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. I recommend you listen. I recommend you listen. Save the pronoun for last, my God, LOL. And we shall. All right, regular people coming up.
What's in the box? What's your name, fat body?
If you are morbidly obese, you could make a roller coaster unsafe for people that are not, for regular.
Yeah, fact. Let's play that one more time. Okay.
If you are...
Okay, hold on. If you're listening, there's a video in the background. Oh, Jesus Christ. And this woman is doing... This is called the Fat Ginger one. Or gingeroni. Like pepperoni. The Fat Gingeroni. So her identity is around being fat. So of course she's going to be pro-fat because then she won't get any love and attention if she tries to be her normal self because she has a grating personality, I'm sure. So she has to identify with victims. Otherwise, no one cares about her existence. Let's play. She's doing a green screen to someone else, probably speaking straight no cap. Yeah, you shouldn't be on a ride that needs physics. If you do physics, you understand that there are limitations. You can't put a Sasquatch on a roller coaster. They will get their legs or head clipped off or imbalance the ride and threaten everyone. Okay, let's play.
If you are morbidly obese, you could make a roller coaster unsafe.
Yes.
For people that are not, for regular people.
Did we all hear that?
Yes, we certainly did.
Did we all hear that straight-sized woman?
There's no such thing as straight-sized. There's obese, there's overweight, there's fat as fuck, and there is not fat as fuck. There's no such thing as straight-sized. I'm going to shit on this bullshit term until you stop saying stupid shit.
Calling other straight-sized people, people who are not, in her words, morbidly obese, regular.
Yeah. 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 Regular, normal, should be the average. Of course, the average is getting fatter because of poor lifestyle habits, but that doesn't mean that's the way it's supposed to be or should be. It's the way it is. It's definitely not normal. Average is not normal, let's put it that way. Average today is not normal.
Regular people.
Yep.
She's referring to
not being morbidly obese.
People who aren't fat as...
Let me put it this way. Regular, maybe that's not the best term, but it should be, how about unfat people? Defatted. Okay.
Regular people. Insinuating that people who are fat are not regular people.
No, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Matt Damon.
My feelings. You're fat. You're extra human. You're not healthy. You're not taking care of yourself. So normal, fat, these are all subjective terms. All right, you have to define them. So is it the best term to use? Maybe not. You can make an argument for that, but it's not healthy. So you're using this like straw man argument. You're attacking the subjective word rather than looking at the fucking fundamental problem. So it's misdirection. You're complaining and, oh, my feelings about someone's bullshit subjective language. Okay, that's irrelevant. The whole point is you're defending being unhealthy and morbidly obese and grotesque.
Regardless of your opinion on roller coasters or airplanes, she also goes into that.
Irrelevant.
The sizing of seats.
Irrelevant.
Referring to fat people.
Stop focusing on this fucking word. People can say things that aren't maybe subject. Like, you're fine. You're fine to complain about it. Jesus Christ.
Repeatedly as obese or morbidly obese is often considered a slur.
It's not often considered. Morbidly obese is not a slur. It's a medical term. Because you're offended by something doesn't make it a slur. Let me guess, you're offended by most things. From the looks of it, you're offended by sunlight. You're offended by scales. You're offended by quality food. You're offended by exercise. You're offended by logic. So this is irrelevant. You taking offense is not a barometer. It's not a measurement of any kind of coherent, I don't know, measurement of anything. Okay.
And certainly.
Hold on, pause. Danielle, why aren't there any fat emojis? There are. It's actually the obese dad bod. They promote it as a pregnant man, but it's an obese man because men can't get pregnant. So there are fat emojis. Proceed.
Referring to fat people as irregular is not okay.
It's not okay. Let me try talking while maximizing the circumference of my mouth. And it's not okay. How about not healthy? Oh, your feelings. Your feelings are the hurts. Look, I froze this frame. Look how many chins she has. 1, 2, 3. I see at least 3, maybe 4. So maybe we should be talking about that rather than someone saying something you don't like. Oh, sad face, sad emoji. Again, get over it. Get over it. Why aren't you taking care of yourself? Oh, that's right. The fat gingeroni. The fat gingeroni eats too much pepperoni. That's right. Your identity revolves around you being unhealthy and fat. So you can't change. So you have to defend some stupid bullshit. Let's continue.
Yes, fat people should be able to go on roller coasters.
If they are constructed in order to allow a fat person to go on it. But often, if you actually need to make a roller coaster so a fat person can go on it, it might have to go at a speed that would be impossible for a human being to survive in terms of getting like centrifugal force for that kind of fucking obesity. So fat people should not be allowed to go on a ride that is not constructed so that they can go on it. Because if you're putting everyone else's health at risk, all right, let's continue.
On roller coasters that can accommodate us. Yes, fat people should be able to buy airline tickets and pay the same price as thin people.
No, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. If you're morbidly obese and you take up too much space, then you need to pay for the space you're taking up. That's the problem. It has nothing to do with paying the same seat. It has to do with you taking up more space and you require more than one seat. If you require more than one seat, then you have to pay more. Because by your logic, okay, you should pay the same. Let's do that. Let's do that. Fat people, you should pay the same as everyone else. So guess what? You're going to have half the amount of seats on an airplane and everyone's going to be paying 3 times as much. You want to pay the same amount? Everyone will pay the same. It's just going to be $700 a ticket. It's called a private fucking jet. So that's the deal. If you're 500 pounds and you take up 2 seats, then guess what you should pay for? 2 seats. The same as if 2 people were sitting in it. If you're overflowing to someone else's seat, then that encroaches on their ticket. That encroaches on their temporary property. Or their personal space. Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed. All right. They should make an airline called like Fat Air and just do like cargo planes and just like drop people out of it with a fucking parachute. Just do like a military cargo plane. Just like drop the fucking hatch and just like drop them out the back with like a parachute.
And be able to sit comfortably on an airplane. But what we want first and foremost, what we are complaining about, what we are fighting for.
What you're complaining about. Pick it out of a hat. What are you complaining about? Everything.
Is people like this woman not treating us like humans?
Everyone treats you like a human. You're a fat human. You're an unhealthy human. You can treat me like a fit human. You can treat me like a logical human. You are a human. You're just a fat human. No one's being dehumanized. You're just not a normal sized human. You shouldn't be going on rides that can't accommodate you. You shouldn't be going on airplanes or buying seats that, again, that you can't fit into. For example, I mean, does Shaquille O'Neal complain that Lamborghini doesn't make a car that he could fit in? It's like, just buy something else. Buy a different car. Get it custom made. Like, that's the way it is. No one's required to accommodate you. No one's required to accommodate you, Susan.
Not treating us like regular people. Because guess what? We are regular people.
Plus $1.50. Yeah, you're regular people. You're like two regular people.
There's a lot of us out there. There is a very high proportion of fat people in the world, and we are regular people.
You're fat people. You're regular. You're people that are fat. You're obese people. Let's just settle on that. You're obese people. Okay, nice.
Matt Damon.
Nice. We all have to bend over backwards because you don't want to put any effort in society. That's not.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Just because you want to not take care of your health doesn't mean everyone else has to suffer from your feelings and your insecurities. All right, here's the pronoun one, and then we're going to wrap it up. This is going to be brutal, I'm sure. This is pronouns. I'm not going to. This is the air. Too many vowels. Just too many vowels. Too many vowels. Too many.
What's in the box?
Okay.
Here's how to use air pronouns. These are neopronouns, aka new pronouns, one of the many.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Here's how to use air pronouns. These are neopronouns, aka new pronouns, one of the many awesome options out there for people who don't relate to the traditional societal pronouns of he, him, she, her, or they, them. Lots of people use air pronouns.
I'm sorry, they, them is not traditional for plural people. Let's just put that out there. They, them is for multiple people. Multiple people. Okay.
Let's practice using them in a sentence.
God damn it.
A is so fun to hang out with. I only met Air recently, but Air energy is radiant, and I know
Air energy is radiant. Jesus fucking Christ. I will never say that ever. Oh my God, you're retarded. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no other way to describe that efficiently. It's like, this is fucking stupid. That's my personal opinion. Just to say. Mm-hmm. At the same time, fucking America, baby, you have the ability to be fucking stupid. America! Fuck yeah! We shall fight for your right to be dumb. Hey. Hey, 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 hey-oh. A is retarded. Okay. There we go.
Air recently, but Air energy is radiant, and I know A is going to be a great friend.
Jesus Christ.
Inconceivable!
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
My God. All right, Swole card time. Swole card time. Swole card time. Swole card time. Tainty man. Tainty man. Tainty man. Tainty man. Tainty boy. Tainty boy. Churchly mouse. Churchly. Yay. Churchy, church. Good girl. Okay. All right. But my thyroid. Oh, but my thyroid. Fam, we got a Swole card to give away. Falcon. Do it. Tell me a story. Fam, we have a winner. It was a great post. You know the fucking deal. This fucking post is unreal. Brad, welcome to the Swole fam and congratulations. You deserve this shit. And it's time for you not to be a little bitch. You hear that, Brad? You hear that, Brad? Everyone say congratulations, Brad. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2392 in the subject, your mailing address in the bio, the email. Every time you look at this card, Brad, you're going to be like, oh, all I've done is procrastinate. I would not go to the but my fucking thyroid. Fuck your thyroid, Brad. It's time for you to shred some fat, build some muscle, make some sick fucking gains, and stop making excuses. Every time you look at this card, you're like, but my thyroid. Yeah, go to the fucking gym. Get it done. Congratulations, Brad. Hopefully, I think this card will serve you well. I think it'll serve you well. And he thinks it will. Now, fam, remember, there's a brand new episode of the Red, White, and Swole podcast. Go and check it out right after this if you want to follow up on the shit we talked about today. We'll be back here tomorrow for another Mancast for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Make sure you eat a steak. Go to the fucking gym. Let's goddamn go. We'll take some soundboard requests right now.
I fart in your general direction.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Eat shit, Derek. Boom shakalaka!
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Come on, man. Sam! 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 Noises!
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
All right, so tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so we will be off. We'll be off, letting you celebrate with your fam. Taking the day off tomorrow. Just kidding. That's fucking bullshit. Of course we'll be here every fucking day. Fuck your Thanksgiving. We got gains to make. Daily Swole will be live as usual. We'll do it around the same time in the morning. That way you can enjoy your family later. Make some gains in the morning. A day off. A day off. Fucking day off. Fuck your days off.
No need to stop being a lady. Quit worrying. You'll be back on your knees in no time.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Ever served in a forward area?
I better use my strong hand.
What happened to your queer party friends?
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Ooh, got that cock out just in time. All the way over. Ooh, coast to coast piano cock. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. All right, lock it down, fam. Happy Thanksgiving. Tomorrow we'll be back here in the morning again. If you are a member, of course, you'll get a notification. You get a Telegram alert, a Discord alert. You get Swole text in US and Canada. so you will get notified before the live stream. So make sure you go and you join us over there at swolenormousx.com to get those notifications and to join the private community. Join the fam today. Check out all those specials over there. swolenormousx.com/BSW. That's right. Black Swole Week goes down right now. Major deals going on for 3-month and annual options. So join the fam today. swolenormousx.com/BSW for Black Swole Week. We'll see you tomorrow for 23 9 to 3. It's Thanksgiving, beaches. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollie.